Hello everybody, Jim MESSINA, VintageDrumsTalk.com, once again at the Chicago Vintage and Custom Drum Show, 25th anniversary. Everything's been happening here. We've had quite a day. Look who I'm sitting next to again, Mike Curotto, King Snare Drum Collector. Mike, it's been pretty interesting this year, hasn't it? We've seen some great stuff. Yeah. Man, we've had some surprises. Yeah. Another Slingerland Black Beauty 15th. Yeah. The Mills drum, come on. Plus your drums that we've already talked about. We're going to talk about some other things right now, Mike, that you've gotten through the year, and you've sent me some pictures, and it's just terrific. You know, you pick up stuff at this show. I tell people, boy, Mike, he just buys all the time. You know, that's your thing, and you're able to do it. And God love you, man. You send me stuff every month, and I appreciate that. But it must be a blast to just every once in a while, I need a fix. Yeah. Let me buy something.
It's a ball.
So let's take a look at something. I want you to tell me about a deal that you did here. This is what you're calling it. This is a Met Jazz. What is this? Well, look at this drum. It's white. It looks like it has. This looks familiar to me. The not appliques, but
engraving.
Yeah, but in Pyrrolin or Pyrrolin. Yeah. I've only seen that once before, twice.
Before this, AK. In Italy had a version of this.
The pink set.
Yeah, and I inquired about it.
Yes.
And he said it's not available. But somehow a nice gentleman from France named Emmanuel, who owns olddrums.com.
Yes, I've been to that site.
Okay, cool. He does restoration. So he emails me and says he has this drum. And he showed me, before photos. And it was, needed a lot of work.
Mike.
He said he would totally restore it, and he does metric heads.
That's great. This reminds me also of the drum in your book.
Yeah.
That Ludwig sign for you, but that's the first time I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
But this is something new, everybody. I mean, we see engraved metal drums all the time, but look, it's actually engraved into the white marine pearl. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. It's got rhinestones or jewels?
Yeah, some kind of rhinestone.
Yeah, and painted, and we got some gold in there. But he did a very nice job restoring this, Mike. But
you saw the hardware, right?
Oh, the hardware is what a job he did. Now tell me, did he tell you how he went about fixing this up?
Some of the parts he took off another Met Jazz drum just to make it right, same era, and he said he would. If I bought the drum, he would do I asked him, would you do the restorations? And he would. He said he would. So he cleaned things up.
Awfully nice of that. I mean, to do that type of restoration, look at this metal work here. I mean, look, that's...
Looks its age, but it's good.
Just from my own experience, you've worked with stuff, but I mean, some things you got to send out. I know you use your plater guys. What it takes to get some of that rust off and the corrosion and pitting, and then to start with plating, that's a big job for this guy.
In this case, although all the plating was there, it just needed to be clean.
Yes.
And then it was missing heads, or they were broke. So I think the drum is like 13.97 centimeters.
Oh,
which is just under 14.
Yeah.
And the diameter is just under 6 inches. So he was able to retuck heads too.
Wow.
To make it fit.
Boy,
I don't do that.
He's a jack of all trades. Boy, I wish he was over here.
Really?
But look, he's got clamps happening here. Yeah. He did a lot of repairs for you. What a great drum.
He had to heat up he used a couple of French terms that I didn't know, but it's like the Pyrrolin and the whatever, and he said he had to heat it up and stretch it. Yeah.
Pretty amazing, Mike. I mean, normally, you don't normally buy European drum, but some things you just look at it and you fall in love with.
Weird.
And you have to do it, This is pretty amazing. I commend you for this, and you did another great job. Another acquisition that you got, and I don't know if you got it from the same guy, but we have
This came from a guy in Poland.
This drum, this is an interesting finish. I call it just shimmery blue. Is there a name for it?
Blue shimmery.
Okay, we'll call it that. We're dubbing it blue shimmery French right now. Well, what is this drum? It says
Well, this
Baron?
is another drum that I got off eBay. I had bought another drum that we'll see in a minute.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
he offered me this drum really cheap.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Poland, and it looks like a Leedy.
I was going to say, I
little
looked at
different
those
with
lugs,
lugs,
but I see those two,
Yeah.
look, I see the two, screws or rivets or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I see that's different.
Yeah.
But yes, the shape, very much like
And I like
Leedy.
the color,
Uh-huh.
and there's no extra holes. So it's my friend in France. The two drums, this one and the other drum we'll talk about. That guy had him ship them to like my friend in France, and he's going to
Okay.
restore them too because they need metric heads and all that stuff.
You know, that's a great guy to know now. I mean,
my new friend.
geez,
Yep, my new friend.
The French version of the Mike Curotto
Yeah,
collection.
right.
Now, I don't know what this drum is, but Mike, it looks like it's awfully heavy.
Yeah, this
can you
is
fit-
that's in the works. It's a Simatone
Simatone.
or Sematome or
Sematone, and this is
SEIMI tone.
Okay, Sematone. Okay.
Yeah. The guy in France knew exactly what it was.
This is also a French drum?
Yeah.
Same guy, okay. Looks really like a heavy duty piece. Looks like there may be some weird, what's with the weird knobs on the side and things
Knobs
like
are on the
that?
side. There's two of them, and I guess it's like a knob tension.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the guy in Poland sent it. My friend in France just got the drums. I just got the email last night. That drum weighs 7.5 kilos.
7.5 kilos. What does that
15
work out
pounds.
to?
15 plus pounds.
Jeez. And you can
it's-
see it. It looks
right,
looks
it's-
every bit. Is
and
it
it's-
brass?
Yeah, heavy
Oh,
brass, and
man.
it has some kind of parallel mechanism. And there's a. He says the drum's actually really rare. So, and he's gonna. It's all there. So all he needs to do is just clean it and put correct heads on it.
Now I got to start researching these
I
things.
know.
You know, Met Jazz and then semitone or whatever, because this is fascinating.
Yeah.
We're going to new places with Mike Curotto here now.
Hey.
Man, I'll tell you. Now there's
I have
one.
in my collection. I have maybe 5 or 6 European drums.
Uh-huh.
I got a really cool 1900 World's Fair drum, made in France.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have that? Is that listed on?
No,
it-
I'll get it.
There's no way we could list all of Mike. I mean, I forget what's the snare count? 600.
Almost 600, yeah.
Something like that. Not coming. We have about Mike is on about 6 pages, maybe going on 7, and we're not done. He's got tons of stuff. I love posting everything you got. We're sort of starting a little Mike Curotto museum here
It's okay.
online at vintagedrumstalk.com. But always a pleasure to talk to you, Mike. And I tell you, we're wrapping up the show now,
Yeah.
and I couldn't think of a better guy to wrap it
Oh,
up.
thanks,
Thank
man.
you, my friend. We had a
Anytime.
great show this year, 25 years. You're going to be here next year. You already
Are you
said
kidding?
where there's drums.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, have drum will travel. Mike Curotto.
Yep.
Folks, Jim MESSINA once again. We're going to say goodbye to you today from the Vintage and Custom Drum Show in Chicago, 25th year anniversary. Look for us next year at the new venue. So long.